3, verse 9. It says, "Proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man. Let all the men of war draw near, let them come up." This is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 10. It says, "Beat your plowshares and swords and plenty of guns and spears. Let the weak say I'm strong." And this is the book of 2nd Esdras. 2nd Esdras 15, verse 15. It says, "For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. One people shall stand up to fight against another with swords and arms." 2nd Esdras 15, verse 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, hating one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, and the voice of their acts shall stand in their power." Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Karkadash, Barakathan, to the elders, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf, and I say Shalom.
There's no doubt tensions are rising in Lebanon, and so's the risk of all-out war with Israel. And with every civilian death, every funeral for those killed in Israeli attacks, the anger against their neighbour and America grows stronger. We've been to a lot of these funerals recently. This time there was a guard of honour from medics, remembering a young female colleague who was killed alongside another woman in the latest tit-for-tat bombings. These weren't Hezbollah fighters, but a mother and a medic called Sally in her 20s. There's grief, but also an alarming desire for revenge. Listen to how her father responds. How do you view her death as a medical worker?
Yeah, there is people now make the fight with our enemy. We want to help them. You want to help them? Yes, I can. I can. Why not?
You mean revenge?
Yes.
Hezbollah propaganda videos show their fighters wearing red headbands, normally set aside for wartime. The militant group backed by Iran opened up a second front on Israel's northern border after last October's Hamas attacks and the IDF bombardment of Gaza. And the exchanges of fire have ratcheted up ever since. Tens of thousands of civilians on both sides of the border have fled their homes. Now the strikes are going deeper and further. With UN officials in Lebanon warning this weekend there's a very real threat of miscalculation which could lead to a wider war.
Everyone is concerned that this will turn into something greater, and it seems that nobody actually wants this to turn into a conflict. So that's why there is an opportunity for these political and diplomatic solutions to emerge, and this is why we're continuing to work toward that.
An Israeli strike last week, which killed the most senior Hezbollah commander so far, led to yet more dire threats from the militants. "We will intensify our operations in severity, strength, quantity and quality," the head of the Hezbollah Executive Council said. The immediate revenge saw the largest volley of Hezbollah rockets into northern Israel in a single day, causing widespread fires and alarm everywhere of impending all-out war. And both sides continue to make threats.
Hezbollah's increasing aggression is bringing us to the brink of what could be a wider escalation, one that could have devastating consequences for Lebanon and the entire region.
It'll take a skilled negotiator to defuse tensions, but so much rests on doing just that. Hezbollah is tying its attacks to a Gaza ceasefire and refusing to consider any withdrawal from Lebanese border areas. And few believe the Israelis will accept a much more dangerous enemy than Hamas on its northern border, even after any peace deal. Alex Crawford, Sky News in Beirut.